On this episode today on the Miami Geeks Weekly Updates, we're going to be talking about Sony shuts down a company that's planning on selling PS5 covers. Also, Insomniac confirms Ratchet and Clank, A Rift Apart, will be only a PS5 exclusive. And why not? Gran Turismo 7 at leaked may revealed when is it coming out. All this and much more on this episode of the Miami Geeks Weekly Updates. Stay tuned. Yo, welcome back to a brand new episode of the Miami Geeks Weekly Updates, brought to you by digitalcracknetwork.com. I'm your host, Punisher 305, and with me is birthday boy himself, Uncle Willy.
Okay, ex-birthday boy, first of all.
I don't give a fuck, it's still your birthday. We're just going to keep it like that.
No. Not only, okay, like, there's people that do the whole thing where the entire month is their birthday.
Yeah.
It's not even that month anymore. So my birthday is well and truly officially done.
Well, can I still sing?
No,
you know what? Fuck it. I can still sing Happy Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Say what now? Happy
Jesus.
birthday, dear Willy. Happy birthday to you.
The cringe. The cringe is real. Cringe is real. But listen, thank you for what you did on Friday. That was nice, and thank you to everyone who wished me a happy birthday. I appreciate you all. It's only 50. I have at least 50 more. I like to say to myself, but don't ever do that again. Don't do this. That's no. I think I'd rather you sing it as Marilyn Monroe, and I just said that knowing that you're about to fucking do it. And
Happy birthday.
Oh my God.
To you.
Oh, wait. This segment is brought to you by D2D.
Use promo code MIAGeeks10 to save 10% on your next purchase order. That's MIAGEEKS10, all in caps. Description down below. Copy the promo code, click on the link, paste on the shopping cart, and bam, that's 10% saved, guys. Also, in the bottom, we have timestamps, which we're going to be talking about a lot of stuff here today. And if you want to listen to a specific story, by all means, you can go into the stories, click on them, and listen to what we're talking about. Or you can listen to the podcast and listen to our shenanigans like you just heard right now. Guys, and also keep in mind, make sure to hit like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button just to know when we come with this amazing news, which is 3 times a week. 2 gaming podcasts in the beginning and the end of the week, and 1 movie podcast smack that in the middle. And now that we got the whole birthday Willy out of the way and my sexy voice singing, I'm sorry, ladies. I know. Guys, yes, relax. Y'all can put your junk away. It's only Punisher. Relax. Let's get started.
That's not just Punisher. That was punishment.
Well, that's why my name is meant for, and I shall punish those that needs to be punished. So I'm so sorry for everybody that heard that.
No, you're not.
But y'all gonna get. No, I'm not. I'm far from being sorry. I was laughing.
You've been wanting to do that. You've been wanting to do that for your entire life.
Oh my God! You have no idea. But for a hot minute, I mean, I want to be, a singer. If y'all can not tell.
No. Hold on a second. You said for a hot minute. Say for a minute, because there was nothing hot about that.
Oh, it was hot about this. I'm dead sexy.
Play the clip.
Look at that now, huh? I'm dead sexy. Look at my sexy body. Oh, yeah.
That's you. That's you.
I'm hot. Fuck that. That's me right there. I'm sexy and I know it. Fuck yeah. But, guys, enough with our shenanigans. Let's talk about what's going on the news today. And it looks like Todd Howard teases a major game engine change for Elder Scrolls 6 and Starfield. Willy, being that you're a little more familiar about Bethesda and all these things that's going on with Todd Howard, can you give us a little brief explanation of what's going on?
Sure. Well, we'll start with the current engine, the creation engine, which has been powering their more recent games. But it's been going on since 2011 because it was used in Skyrim. It's more than shown its age. We're talking about, yeah, okay. The only games that used it are Elder Scrolls, Skyrim, Fallout 4, and Fallout 76. But a lot has been said about how old the engine looks with the more recent games. The fact that they're making big noise about, oh no, don't worry, there's going to be a huge change to the game engine for these games, tells you how old that engine is.
Oh, that's it. Oh, I thought it could be more about it because I kind of thought that being that they're going to have a new game engine change, that means there's going to be new technology involved, which means that some of the things that they're going to be updating might not be able to be played on certain systems. Could that be correct as well, or no?
I mean, we're talking about the games that are highlighted as being definitely using this new engine are Elder Scrolls 6 and Starfield.
Okay.
Which are games that you will not see on a PS4 or Xbox One.
I could imagine that's
this is going to be next gen. Bear in mind the fact that these games aren't coming out anytime soon. It's going to be years before you see these games. And mind you, I say PS5 with the thought that maybe Microsoft will be nice since now they own Bethesda. Maybe they're not. I don't think that they'll. I'd be silly of them to do it, even though I would like for them to do it, because I like consumer choice and whatnot. I wouldn't want Microsoft to hog it, but they kind of need to.
Well, yeah, because they bought it, so why not? I mean, take all the advantage you can, right?
Of course. But
yeah, fuck it. I mean, they're doing. I guess they're doing fine with what they have planned right there. So, I personally think, fuck it. If you got the resources and you got the money, do it.
Oh no. They have all the money and resources. All I'm saying, these games it's gonna be years before they come out. So yeah, it's gonna be stuff that's gonna push next gen hardware. Hopefully.
Well,
maybe who knows?
I mean,
for all we know, it'll be nice, and even the bugs will be next gen. We're talking about Bethesda here.
Yeah. I know. So I try not to forget about that, but
so expect an Elder Scrolls 6, highly detailed, richly textured dragons that fly backwards.
Anyways, I can't try and picture that. I don't want to, but it's just too funny in my head right now. Just picturing a fucking dragon flying backwards, and like the flames instead of going out, it comes right back into his mouth. You're like, the fuck?
Yeah. They're not dragons. They're just very scaly reptilian ovens.
This is fucked up, guys.
Whatever. You know what? Now I want to play Skyrim again. So there you go.
Well, because you said that, all right, fine. But you know what? I'm kind of curious to know what the viewers have to say about this, and what are their hopes and dreams about seeing this type of change with Bethesda and Xbox and all that stuff. Like, what are their thoughts seeing that they're going to be doing this whole game engine change? And comment down below, guys. Also, Hyrule Warriors: Age of Calamity demo is more than a Breath of the Wild and less than Dynasty Warriors.
Okay.
What
I'm trying to say is this.
Okay.
Hyrule Warriors.
Yes.
Was a game that was released not by Nintendo. Well, it was by Nintendo, but it was developed by Tecmo Koei. Tecmo Koei, their biggest claim to fame as far as games that have a big fan base are the Dynasty Warrior series.
All right.
So-called Muso games, which is you versus 100.
Oh, like a Bulletstorm type of game.
No, not even that. Like, imagine a hack and slash where you're just slashing at hundreds of soldiers at once and racking up huge combos of 500, 1,000 hits.
Jesus.
Did you ever see me play the Bleach game on PS3?
No, I haven't.
Well, it's the same concept.
Oh, okay.
It's just basically one person with a pretty cool sword carving up Canada. Well, it's usually actually China, because the Dynasty Warrior games are usually are based on Chinese history. But So the original Hyrule Warriors was a Legend of Zelda based game where Link and Zelda and Ganondorf and all these people would, air juggle hundreds of enemies. Which is, insane. It has its own, style of play that can be fun for people. But purists who love the Legend of Zelda series were aghast.
Got it.
Well, the Age of Calamity demo that came out is supposed to be more like Breath of the Wild and less like Dynasty Warriors. For people who like the Dynasty Warrior style,
yeah,
maybe it's not something that, they'd want to see. Maybe they want some more of that. But the average Zelda fan will be happy about that. They'll be like, you know what? Let's tone down. Link is the warrior of destiny. He's not exactly, a samurai. This is not Ghost of Tsushima here.
I hear you. I don't know. I would like to be, how can I say? I would like to be invested in these type of games to watch and whatnot. Like some of the things I could actually look at it and be like, yeah, I'm not like too thrilled about it. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Yeah. Listen, there's no one person that likes every single game.
That is absolutely true.
There could be, but with so many genres out there and so many different play styles and game styles, there's bound to be one that you're not going to be that into. It's
true. This is another reason for like shows like ours. We're just not going to be talking about one specific game. We're just going to talk about all of them, and not just only one update. We're going to talk about all the updates, just so everyone can have an idea, though.
If you were to leave it to me, I'd just spend the whole day talking about World of Warcraft and what? World of Warcraft, Need for Speed, and Minecraft.
Well, you know what, Willie? Kind of thinking about that. Let's see what the audience would like to say. Who knows? We could probably have a dedicated chat, maybe for like an hour or so, let's say, online play, and you're just mainly talking about those games while you're playing it.
Yeah,
and I'm kind of curious to know. No, you never know.
Very interesting. People probably sitting there saying right now, "Willie, you're fucking stupid. XYZ game is better." We all have our favorites, people. We all have our favorites.
I seriously doubt it, but I know there might be a good fan base out there that will be interested in seeing or hearing something like this. And you come with a knowledge, Willie, a lot of it, and I know with some of your techniques and some of your skills and stuff like that, a lot of people love to sit there and just chat with you and pick your brain. I don't see the reason why not.
I don't see that. And I said Need for Speed, fully knowing that the Need for Speed games until now haven't been that great, but Hot Pursuit's coming, and I'm happy.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be awesome.
I actually went and fired up my PS3 copy of Hot Pursuit. Oh. And I'm like, oh, wait, I never got the DLC. Let me go get the DLC so I can, play it before the new one comes out. You can't get the DLC anymore.
Oh, my God. That sucks. All the balls. All of it.
I'm not terribly upset, but yeah.
But still, it's something you wanted.
Yeah.
But you know what? Since we're in the topic of car racing and stuff like that, I know you have a little mixed feelings of Gran Turismo. I know you like the whole sports racing car genre and stuff like that. I've never been too into Gran Turismo, only on certain occasions, depending on my mood. But this one, for instance, caught my eye a little bit because I didn't really realize it. And its Gran Turismo 7 ad may have leaked and revealed when it's coming out. And we may finally know when Gran Turismo will be coming out due to an ad that they put out there. And it's pretty much in French, which, yeah, good luck for me translating that part. But it does says that the release schedule date is in the first half of 2021. So we're going to have half a game in 2021, guys. And this is something I know Willie hates because of Street Fighter V. Willie, what are your thoughts, besides the fact that I said all that, but what are your thoughts about this whole thing with Gran Turismo 7 coming out in 2021, but it's going to be half a game?
I am not surprised. First of all, I'm surprised that they even said first half of 2021. I've made the joke before. I'm going to make the joke again. Gran Turismo is an extremely indulgent game. Like, these people Like you hear about the developers trying to learn the source material to try to recreate it as realistically as possible.
Yeah.
I've always made the joke of these people licking tires and massaging steering wheels to try to get the feel of the car just right because they want to be a proper simulation, which I can appreciate, but it makes their games take forever to come out.
Yeah.
And the fact that we have a Gran Turismo title in any capacity coming out first half of 2021 would be a miracle.
Indeed.
Now, wouldn't be the first time that things get delayed. It wouldn't be the first time that they say, "Oh, it's going to come out at this date," and it comes out 2 years later. I point you to Gran Turismo 6. But well, whatever. That's the news, and we got to go by what's being said. And at least in the ad, it does show. Yeah, okay. You know, if you know your French, you'll see that it says first half of 2021. I'd like to see it come out in 2021. I would also like to see it come out complete.
Absolutely. And that's a thing that kind of bothers me, because right now, when they say something like that, Willie, and this is my opinion at least, when they said that they're going to release it the first half of 2021, you're just releasing half a game that might have a lot of bugs and shit. And then, oh yeah, guys, we have an update for it. And here it is, the other half of the game with the bug fixer and all junk. And it kind of, you know, it's going to kind of throw people off to a point where they're not going to want to play the game or even do anything. Street Fighter 5, is it 5? Yeah. Well, Street Fighter 5 is an exception because I guess people like to play it, especially for, you know, except for content creator, but they also do it for esports and whatnot, because those type of games are meant for those, you know, for those type of games as well. But
no, but I am sorry. No, I am not accepting that one.
No, for
Street
this
Fighter,
one?
Street Fighter 5.
Okay.
No, Street Fighter 5. I would, as far as Street Fighter 5, let me rip Street Fighter 5 one real quick.
Go ahead.
That was half a game, and it should have been sold at half the price. Because the game came out and it was literally half a game. You only had content there if you wanted to play online. It was made to get the game out in time for Evo, so that people can at least play it and, you know, get used to the new counting frames and shit like that, frame data.
Yeah.
But it was half a fucking game. I'm thankful that I didn't buy that release. I was so close.
Oh my god.
Because I love Street Fighter. I was very close. I'm glad I didn't get it. I'm glad I waited when I did, because I got the collector edition for like $60.
Mm-hmm.
But oh, and let's not get into the shit that it made me do to fucking download everything, because I'm not over that shit yet. But as far as Gran Turismo 7, I think the better comparison is Gran Turismo Sport that came out on the PS4.
Okay.
Which was, I wouldn't say entirely stripped down, but it had, you know, less gameplay elements than the regular mainline Gran Turismo games had. Okay, it's not a part of the mainline series, but still, you expect a lot from Gran Turismo games.
No, you do.
And it was basically for the privilege of selling you more cars, because of course they're gonna sell you more shit.
I mean, yeah, because Gran Turismo is like the Forza, but for PlayStation.
No. Forza is the Gran Turismo for the Xbox.
Ooh.
Let's get that right. Gran Turismo was first.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Not only was it first, in many ways, for a while, Gran Turismo was best.
Oh yeah, when you first came out with it on the PS1, right?
It came out on the PS1, and it was the simulation game to have.
Yeah.
Forza was very good when it came out on the OG Xbox, and I loved it a lot. But I recognized that Gran Turismo, in many ways, was superior. But these people take too goddamn long. Like, it takes less time for an auto manufacturer to actually design, build, and release a real car than it does for these people to make a game about the car.
I hear exactly what you're saying. I hear you.
But
you know what? Yeah. Let's get that frustration out of the way, and we'll talk about that maybe in other podcasts because we know that that's not going to be the end of it. But
It
let's
never
talk about a game that I know for a fact that when it comes out, I want to play it. And I know I'm gonna take my system to your house to play this one, and it's gonna be Insomniac confirms that Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart will be a PS5 exclusive. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart will be a PS5 exclusive. This was confirmed through an exchange of Twitter messages, and Insomniac Games has said, you know what? For those people that are waiting for this shit to be on a PS4, it's not. It's a PS5 exclusive. Punto y aparte. I mean, you never know what's going to happen in the future. They might even do something, maybe tone it down or whatever for the PS4, which is highly doubtful because they're going to make this exclusive for the PS5. And the game is fun. I mean, from everything that you and I, Willie, we seen on the freaking presentations and shit, the game is fun. The Ratchet and Clank game series are pretty much fun as it is.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm not a tremendously huge fan of Ratchet and Clank.
Mm-hmm.
I do like the games.
Yeah.
But you know what? I can't see fault with this. I can't, because if you remember from the presentations, the way the game's mechanics are going to play out, they're going to require a lot more horsepower than the PS4 can handle.
Yeah, it's going to need to.
And so porting it down to the PS4 isn't really an option. Especially with the way you're going to be able to switch between realms, essentially, like, you know, going through rifts to different areas. You can't recreate that on the PS4.
No, you can't. You absolutely can't. And especially the graphics and the intensity that those graphics have in what we saw that play demo. It looked intense. Like, to me, I was like, yeah, I don't think PS4 is gonna match this one. But again, they might even break it down, make it a, you know, very low res type of thing. Maybe be playable at least on the PS4. But I really doubt it.
The problem is not graphical fidelity. The problem is loading times. The problem is that switching from one area to another via Rift means loading a whole bunch of assets that are going to require really, really, really fast storage. Not storage, but storage transfer speed. And the PS4, I can see them doing a version of it, but it's gonna be real, like, it's gonna be real gimped, and that's gonna be one of those things where, a rift opens up, and all of a sudden you're in a tunnel, and you're in that tunnel while the PS4 is trying to load everything in the background, and then all of a sudden, boom! Oh, yay! You're in the world.
Yeah.
And that's not what the developers want for this game. They want this game to be frenetic. They want it to be fast-paced. They want it to be a thing where, you know, instant, boom, you're in another area. Boom, you're in another area.
Very understandable. Which I don't blame at all. You know what? Fuck it, dude. It is what it is. I'm just excited to play the game when it comes out. And that's if, because I got a lot on my plate right now once the PS5 comes out. And then some. But speaking about the PS5, we talked about this story, let's say, maybe 2 to 3 weeks ago. And it's about the PS5 covers. Well, Sony is shutting down the companies that plan to make the custom PS5 covers. And over the weekend, PlayStation, not confusing for PlayStation, which has been since rebranded to customize my plates, said that it has canceled its plate order due to patent and intellectual property issues. And in reality, that means that they're getting sued up the teeth because of this shit. Being that they're talking about patent and intellectual property, Willie, I don't remember seeing anything too much of them using for Sony. The only thing they're using, I guess, is the plates only. They didn't really have used the logo or anything like that, nor the name. I mean, for God's sakes, the name itself is Plate Station, which can be confused.
Well, it's more than just the name. It comes down to the fact that accessories and things of that sort are a big business for console manufacturers. Yes, they'll allow companies to make third-party stuff of certain things, you know, third-party versions of certain things, but there's some things that they just won't allow. And maybe they feel that allowing a company to make third-party plates for the for the PS5, one, will cut into a future business they want to do because maybe they want to sell that stuff. Or two, may bring up quality issues that Sony will have to answer for because these people don't have, they might not have had access to the exact dimensions or you know how it is. You might have fit and finish problems that all of a sudden people are going to go and say, well, this is Sony's fault.
Well, again, comes back to what we talked about 2 to 3 weeks ago about the same situation. And it was kind of like, yeah, it's a badass idea. For $40, you get a custom plate with a different color on it, which, of course, a lot of the gamers out there, that's what they wanted. Even to the point where they wanted to make it a customized skin to whatever they want, right? But that's what we talked about those 2-3 weeks ago, that like I kind of see why PlayStation will do something like that, because they don't want to be held responsible for somebody else's mistake for selling a custom skin for a PS5, or a cover, should I say, not even a skin, a PS5 cover skin that it might not even fit your PlayStation. It might be even off. It might even close. You just bought $40 for something that you don't even own yet, or they even have touched yet. It might not even fit. It could be off by a millimeter, centimeter. It could be off by who knows what. But the fact is,
you mentioned skin, because PlayStation, which I'm glad they changed their name.
Yeah.
They are going to make skins, vinyl skins, and not just them. D-Brand is a company that's pretty well known for making skins for all manner of electronics. Yeah. They're going to be making skins for the PS5 as well.
Which I'm okay with that. That's perfectly fine. You know, that right there is fine. If you're going to make a skin, which is a fucking little piece of latex with tape on it, whatever you want to call it, or an adhesive, that it's not too sticky, but it sticks enough to your device where you could take it off and put it back on, or whatever the case is, fine. Kind of like Big Heads, if we all remember that. But
yeah,
the fact that we're going to be talking about making a PS5 cover, an exact cover, a hard plastic to fit on your machine, that's a no-no, because you're really going to be spending $40 and not know exactly if it's going to fit. You're spending $40 that you don't even know if you can even get it back. If you say, hey, this doesn't fit my PlayStation, oh no, sorry, no refunds. You know, now, you'll be fucked.
I will say this. Custom cases has been a thing since the PlayStation 1. Yes, they've been gray market or they've been imported, whatever, but they've existed. They're going to exist. When the PS5 comes out, there will be companies that will be making shells for the PS5, and Sony can cry about it. They can die mad about it. It's gonna happen. People like to customize their stuff sometimes. I can't deal. I like my, you've seen my setup. The thing that pisses me off the most is the fact that I have the white Dreamcast and not the black Dreamcast, because all my consoles are pretty much in one theme and one color. Not the classics.
Well, yeah, I like to leave mine alone to the point where I can say that's my PS5, and who knows? Well, not even who knows. You can get a value out of it because it's the original skin and all that stuff of your actual machine. But again, go ahead.
No, and not just reskinning it or putting, cool custom shells on it. Some of the work that people have done, like, have you seen the OG Xboxes that look like lowboys? That they're a lot shorter.
Yeah, I've seen it.
And badass. People that have fit PCs and Xbox cases. That's a whole different level.
That's fuck that. That's
original
crazy.
Hardware. How people go, they get the clear cases, and they would get the jewel, the green jewel on top of the OG Xbox, and make it a glowing jewel in whatever color they wanted. Some very creative people that I envy. I wish I had those skills. Maybe I'd like it more if I knew how to do it.
God knows I wish I had those type of skills as well, man. I mean, we're good for PCs. We can make anything, but when it comes to stuff like that, yeah. Screw that. My hands can't make shit.
Yeah, I can. No, when it comes to PC, I can do quite a bit. You've seen that. But when it comes to stuff like this, no. I defer to the case gods in that one. They know what they're doing.
Yep. Understandable. Very true. But guys, I want to know your thoughts about the PS5 covers, and what do you feel about Sony being involved in something like this and putting a lawsuit into these people about shutting down that company? Comment down below. Let us know what you think. And also in news stories, guys, Fortnite's PS5 and Xbox Series S improvements details, and they sound impressive. Developers Epic Games has now shared some additional insight on the next gen's plans for pretty much Fortnite. Yeah, big whoop. But it doesn't matter because it's still something out there and a lot of people playing it. But still, starting off, Epic stressed that Fortnite's PS5 and Xbox Series X editions are not simply tweaked last gen builds. Instead, there are new native ones to harness the power of the new consoles. That's pretty awesome. If you guys are putting that much effort into making a game that's been around for a good minute for the PS4, Xbox One, and all that stuff, and you guys are putting this much effort for the new systems, okay, I'm impressed. That's pretty cool. I like that you guys are putting that type of effort. Willie, what are your thoughts about what Epic Games is doing right now for this? Because I would have thought they'll still keep going with the same old whatever they're pushing, but it looks like they really want to make it stronger, better, playable and stuff like that.
I first want to say that I find it funny that for a second I thought you said Fortnite. Because see, deep down I'm a 4-year-old. But okay. Thoughts. Well, they're talking about 4K 60 on both consoles. Okay, that's good. Well, I should say 4K 60 on the Series X.
Correct.
They're only looking at 1080p 60 on the Series S. But so, they also said that the improved storage system in both consoles, they'll get it. Will get into matches faster, and textures will load faster. Which, for anyone who's seen people play Fortnite on potatoes, they'll know that sometimes the textures load in as you're playing. Yeah. The thing that I think is cool is that they're talking about split screen, local split screen, which makes me laugh because both my nephews each have a Switch, and they both play Fortnite. Yeah. And okay, they're young. I still have to laugh. They'll be sitting next to each other, or they're laying down next to each other, like on their stomachs playing the game. They both have headphones on, and they're yelling instructions to each other over the headphones, which I find immensely humorous.
Yeah, that's just too funny to even mess up.
If they were to play on a console, because they have the Switch Lite, so they can't play it on the TV, and even if they could, the Switch couldn't begin to hope to play proper split screen. Seeing them, I can see them on the PS5 playing, next to each other on the same, looking at the same screen, playing local co-op. What a concept! Not really co-op because they're shooting each other, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, I understand.
But yeah, I mean, that's great. They have next gen, and not only do people not lose their progress because it's tied to the same account already. Yeah. Crossplay is still a thing, and it won't negatively affect people who have previous gen. So if you still play on PS4, okay, nothing's changed for you, but your game doesn't get worse. It doesn't deteriorate because, oh no, everybody has this next gen engine and your game is going to suffer. No. So that's fine. I have no issues with that.
Okay. I'm okay with that. But let me see what your thoughts about this now, Willie. And I think it's going to be kind of interesting to see for this console to be doing something like this, which it's interesting because I think we talked about this for the PS5, and it's Xbox platforms getting Apple TV alongside Series X and S launches. So Microsoft reveals that your existing stream entertainment apps will still make a trip to the new Xbox Series S and X when they launch, but they're joined to a new additional as Apple TV is coming there as well, and it's going to come in November 10th. Interesting shit. Alongside with that, we're going to get Netflix, Disney Plus, HBO Max, Amazon Prime Video, Hulu, pretty much the whole nick and cranny. So what are your thoughts that they're now going to start launching devices like this to watch on your TV when some of these are already available on TV already, which kind of like throws me off a little bit. Like if they really want to make your console as, again, a media center almost.
Well, yes, smart TVs do have a lot of these things, but not all. First off, when I went searching for a new TV, I kept wanting to find a dumb TV because I don't need a smart TV. I have a PC, I have a PS4, I have an Xbox One, I still have the 360 and the PS3. So I have ways of watching things like Netflix and Hulu and Plex and Prime Video. Smart TVs have that as well. Okay, redundancy. But one limitation that smart TVs have is, depending on how old it is, you may not be able to get things like Disney Plus or Apple TV, especially not Apple TV. It's not like Apple TV is available everywhere.
Well, as we can see that it's not available on the Fire Stick, I think, if I'm correct. Or
Fire TV still doesn't have it. Of course not. And it's not available on Roku, if I'm correct.
Yeah, you're right.
Remember that a lot of people put a lot of value on being able to access multiple services in one spot. One of the reasons why I hate the streaming services and I tend to have stuff that I own on Plex is because Plex, I watch whatever the hell I want.
Yeah.
I don't have to be sitting there and wondering, oh, what service has this, what service has that. I just have it. Now, I think it's funny. Microsoft really wanted to push the home entertainment aspect when they launched the Xbox One and got ridiculed for it because all we want is the games. Meanwhile, not only is Microsoft adding Apple TV, Sony is as well with the PS5. Maybe maybe live TV isn't a thing and connecting your console to your cable box isn't something you necessarily want to do. People sure as hell still want to be able to watch streaming stuff on these game consoles. Don't you think?
I think so. I really do.
Just funny.
I laugh. We all do, actually.
I also laugh because Microsoft has access to HBO Max, but Sony's PlayStation doesn't.
Fucking ridiculous, if you ask me.
Does it matter? I don't think so. I don't have HBO Max, and I'm perfectly happy.
Yeah, I know, but it's still like one of those like, oh, you piece of shit. Like, why? It's just one of those moments. You just gotta kind of be like, you piece of crap. But
yeah.
But
the one I think is funny. The one I think is funny is one of the things that Sony has is Crunchyroll, which wouldn't be a big deal except that Sony is reportedly going to buy Crunchyroll.
Oh. So they're going to put in their hard-earned money on Crunchyroll, huh?
Well, I mean, this is the way I look at it. Yeah, sure. Xbox, you have HBO Max, and you have all these bunch of other things, but you don't have anime. Sony has anime. I think the console war is over. I think Sony won.
Sony wins it all. They won everything.
Because anime.
But Willie, I have late breaking news, which is not too late breaking, but it's something that I just remembered. And it's for all the PC players out there with an Epic account. I just want to give you guys a quick reminder that there's 2 free games available at the Epic Game Store right now. One is a Blair Witch video game that came out pretty not too long ago, and also the Ghostbusters video game remastered. It's available now for free, FREE, at the Epic Game Store right now until November 5th at 11 a.m. So get going, get it now, download it because it's free. And I just downloaded Ghostbusters because I've been dying to play that game, and since I got a good hardware now to actually play a good machine like a good game like that, fuck it, why not, right? And it's free.
I mean, yeah, I have Ghostbusters on PS3. I did get it on PC because free is always good.
Absolutely.
But it's good for you to get it because then that way you can have the Ghostbusters 3 that you wanted.
Yes. I've been dying for fucking that to happen. But you know what?
That's
now that I
the
got
funny
it,
thing.
it's awesome.
That's the funny thing.
What?
Canonically, that game is supposed to be in the Ghostbusters universe. Canonically. And Egon's there.
Egon. I love that fucking movie. I can't wait for next year to see how. It's not even a remake. It's actually considered a part 3. How does it come out?
Well, we can discuss that on Wednesday.
Oh, well, yes. Well, since you guys already know that we have our movie podcast on in the middle of the week, be sure to set there to see what we talk about and more. And guys, again, thank you so much for joining us today on this amazing show today. Chock full of a bunch of stuff there we have to talk about, especially Willy's late birthday, but we got to sing for him. But just want to say this segment is brought to you by D2D. Use promo code MIAGeeks10 to save 10% on your next purchase order. That's MIAGEEKS 10. All in caps. Description down below. Copy, paste. You know the whole drill. And also, guys, thank you so much for joining us. And make sure to hit like, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification button just to know when we come up with those amazing news, which I just mentioned a little while ago and in the beginning. 2 video game podcasts in the beginning and the end of the week. And 1 movie podcast smack that in the middle. Thank you so much, guys, and we'll see you soon. Peace.
Bye.